Radio.com.
Yes, sir. So, with the NFL playoffs starting today, there's a certain person that's not going to be in it that's been in it for 12 years straight. Mr. Peyton Manning.
Your boy.
My guy.
Your boy.
I'm going to say my guy.
Top five player in the
NFL. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
All that.
And the guy that you just don't want to respect.
It's not that I don't want to respect him. I just told you it was over.
He'll be back next year.
Neck surgery, knee surgery, old age.
Here we go. So, Peyton Manning, the Colts owe him $28 million.
If they decide to keep him.
If they decide to keep him, have him until what, March 28th?
Yeah, like the 6th day of the new NFL year.
Yeah, so basically, what do you do with that number one pick, man? You got the number one pick. You got Peyton Manning saying he could practice right now. If the Colts were practicing right now, he could take full contact right now.
What I would do,
Mm-hmm.
the pick has actually gained value recently with Landry Jones staying in school, Matt Barkley staying in school. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Andrew Luck is a bad quarterback, but I'm saying you don't want to put neither one of those guys in that position. From what I understand, their families are friendly, and Andrew Luck is ready to play now. He is ready to play now.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning he might still have 3 good years left in him.
Yep.
And that offense is tailor-made for Peyton Manning, especially if you're not going to fire Jim Caldwell. What I would do, what are they saying, 3 number ones?
And 2 number twos.
And 2 number twos? I draft Andrew Luck number 1.
Okay.
I mean, just because. You have to draft him number 1.
Okay.
To protect yourself.
All right.
Whoever takes Robert Griffin III, I would work out a similar deal like they did with Eli Manning and Phillip Rivers. I would trade for Robert Griffin III because I feel like you can sell him on learning behind Peyton Manning, and you can tell the fan base he needs to sit for a few years.
Yeah,
or even if you want to just have him come in and run some red zone plays.
That's fine,
and,
too.
You know, I mean, I hate saying that wildcat option every time you see an athletic quarterback.
But I understand what you're saying.
But
he can throw. That boy can throw.
Yeah, he can throw every bit as good as Andrew Luck.
Go ahead.
But I don't think he can read an offense the way I've seen Andrew Luck. Like, I watch Andrew Luck play, and I watch Andrew Luck operate, and it's at a different level than anybody I've ever seen in college football. So I would take Robert Griffin III. I would trade, and I would get the 3 number 1 picks, the 2 second-round picks, and whatever else I can get, and I would start build because as you saw this year, that roster is crap.
Yeah.
That roster's crap.
Yeah.
So I would start building the roster up, and I would let Peyton Manning try to guide us for a couple of years.
Yep.
And I would let Robert Griffin III learn under Peyton Manning. And, I mean, it would suck to pass on Andrew Luck if he turns into be a stud, but like I said, you just cannot give up that sort of package for a player that's a nice luxury to have, but if Peyton Manning is healthy, you don't need.
What do NFL teams do all the time that we just always like, what the hell are y'all doing?
Overvalue
draft picks. But here's the thing.
But no.
Hold on. We always say that, right? But when you talk about we say that when you give up a 5th round pick for a Randy Moss or a 7th round pick for a Randy Moss, something stupid like that. When there is 3 first-round picks and 2 number 2s
available for just your 1 pick
on the table,
you have to take that. I think you have to take that. You have to.
I'm sorry. You could build a whole new offense or defense with those picks
because now you have 2 first-round picks in pretty much every draft for the next 3 years.
Exactly.
Now you have two second-round picks in every draft for the next 3 years.
If I had to, I would roll the dice with Peyton. I'd roll the dice with Peyton. You got to roll the dice with Peyton one more year. And besides, you're going to see this year whether or not he can do it. You know what I'm saying? If he can't do it, guess what you got? You got a number 1 pick that might be able to get Barkley or Landry Jones next year.
Even if you don't get Robert Griffin.
Yeah, because the Robert Griffin thing you brought up was something I didn't think about. But, yeah, they could do that.
That's what I would do.
But I'm just like that. 3 first-round picks and 2 number 2s.
Like, I just think that's a package you cannot pass.
Everyone wants to say that Andrew Luck is the best quarterback prospect since Peyton Manning. Some have said all the way back to Elway.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, look, when Peyton Manning came out, Peyton Manning was, I know him and Ryan Leaf, but those were a close 1 and 2, and those guys were good coming out. And the thing is, when I see them when they have to critique Andrew Luck, they're basically saying the same thing when they have to critique Peyton Manning, they're saying the same things. That same thing you say is when things get kind of scattered, that's when he starts making bad decisions.
But also, what I've seen with Andrew Luck,
that boy controls the offense.
He controls the offense, but he does not throw a good ball.
You don't think so?
His ball is wobbly. That's a wobbly ball.
It's a wobbly ball? Not tight enough for you?
No.
He never likes something not tight enough, right?
He's got a bit of a feathery touch. Sometimes he tries to get a little too cute.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think he has the howitzer, but I think the thing is, Andrew Luck, when I watch him play, I'm like, yeah, he doesn't have that elite arm strength.
I think he has adequate arm strength, but I don't think Andrew Luck is going to be the Peyton Manning type of quarterback. I think his ceiling is Matt Ryan. I think he's going to be Matt Ryan.
See, the thing is, I'm thinking about it from last year's perspective now. Let's say Andrew Luck came out last year.
Mm-hmm.
How will? Because obviously, I'm gonna be honest with you. We all know he'd have gone number 1 last year.
Yeah,
hands down, he'd have gone number 1. And the thing is, people are saying
I don't think he would have gone number 1 last year.
I think he'd have gone number 1.
I still think.
You think Cam would have gone number 1? I
think Cam would have gone number 1.
I think Andrew Luck would have gone number 1 last year. And so from I didn't know this, but from what people are saying, that the Carolina Panthers have like one of the best offensive lines in the league.
They do.
Okay. So I'm like, well, if you have one of the best offensive line, would Andrew Luck have done well with that? You know what I'm saying? Because let's think about it. Whenever you have a number 1 quarterback go to a team, the team usually sucks. They're usually garbage, crap. You know what I'm saying? So if you put a quarterback behind a good offensive line, how well would they do? That's why I always say it does. You know, it always depends on where the hell they land, man.
All right, let me ask you a question. Knowing what you know now,
yeah,
about how Cam Newton did,
yeah. Know what I know now. No, you go. No,
I'm not going back. I'm saying, what if Carolina had the first pick this year? Like, do you?
Oh no, you would trade that pick to get all them number 1s.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Would you rather? I'm asking you personally. Not even what you think of. Would you rather have Cam or Luck?
Cam.
Oh, Cam.
Okay. Yeah, you go with Cam.
You take Cam.
No.
Hey, I take Cam.
No.
I take Cam.
You watch what Cam.
I like this.
Yeah, you watch what Cam did last year.
But you know what though? I told you about Cam. You tried to doubt me.
I did.
You was running your mouth in that Alabama game.
Yeah, I did.
You was running your mouth.
Yeah, that Alabama game, I did.
Oh, you was running your mouth. You was talking, and they fell behind, and you called me chirping. And I was calm. I was calm as Cam and Cecil.
Yeah,
I was calm like I had $180,000 in the bank. You know, like win or lose, I still got that $180,000 in the bank.
Well, hold on. Let's go back to
Luck.
To Luck. Now, is Luck the best prospect in this draft? The best quarterback prospect in this draft?
He's the safest, but I think if you're going for higher ceiling, you have to go with Robert Griffin III. He gives you that mobile option, and like I said, he's elite with his deep accuracy.
Yeah,
he's got Chris. I don't know if any of y'all might remember this, but I was a football nerd. Chris Chandler, when I was growing up, was known as the best deep ball thrower in the NFL when I was coming up. He's got Chris Chandler like deep ball accuracy.
See, okay,
world-class track speed.
What do we always say when it comes to Robert Griffin III? I didn't know about him until I turned on 2K12.
Yeah,
and like when you go on to like the NCAA football game, the on Xbox or PS3 or whatever, and you go through and you just look at the rating system, right? And you're like, who's the best quarterback in the game? There was Andrew Luck, and then I saw Baylor underneath him. I'm like, who the hell is this?
Well,
kid?
No, the thing was I knew who he was because I remember him playing as a true freshman for Baylor, and he ran well, and he didn't throw many picks, but then he tore his knee up, and I remember him hurting his knee. But upside, I would say the highest upside is Robert Griffin III. A lot of times people say that Andrew Luck is the safest quarterback pick, and he's the most pro-ready, but, I mean, people said Jimmy Clausen, who was my boy, was the most pro-ready quarterback the year before, and he was awful. And he was awful.
Cam.
Like I said, it's all about can you lace him up, and it's a different game when you get to the NFL, especially coming from the Pac-10.
If you're a GM in this league, if you're a GM with the number 1 pick, and let's say you're not the Colts. Let's say you're just a GM of doesn't matter what team. Who you taking?
I'm taking Luck and I'm trading him. Like I wouldn't draft Griffin over him just because I know how high other teams value Luck, so I'm taking Luck and I'm trading him. But I want Robert Griffin III.
Okay.
I want Robert Griffin III.
And I think now, because before, I'm going to say about 2 months ago, you'd be crazy to say that.
You would.
But now it's like, it's got to the point now where even though Luck is a safe pick, and before, maybe a month ago when we talked about this, I said if I'm a GM, there's no way in hell I'm taking any other quarterback than Andrew Luck because I'm not getting fired for taking Andrew Luck. I'd get fired for taking Robert Griffin III.
Yeah.
Now, not so much. Now I think you can take Robert Griffin III and say, did you see his highlights?
Did you?
I'm not crazy. I know you saw them. You know what I'm saying?
He takes care of the ball. He's every bit as accurate as Luck. Like I said, the only thing that I think that separates Luck from Robert Griffin III right now is just that he played in a pro-style offense in college already, and so he knows those reads.
If Peyton Manning is let's say 85%, 90% of what he was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And let's say they do trade those picks. How much longer you think we got with Peyton Manning?
Probably 2 years.
Probably 2 years playing at an elite level.
At a near elite level.
Well, can they get back to the playoffs with this team?
If you have a quarterback, you are always in contention for the playoffs if you have a quarterback.
All right. When we come back, I want to talk about Greg McElroy. I just told Jay Lee a little while ago what I thought about that situation. He disagrees. We'll be discussing that next. It's the Booth with Big Man and Jay Lee.
ChicagolandSportsRadio.com.
I'm a champion. Realize Shaq's